Hello, and welcome to our podcast, Theo's Coffee Break, where we talk about what's going on in our world while getting to know each other on a more personal level. I'm your host, Theo, and for today's episode, we have Dave. Hey, Dave.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm doing really good.
Good. I'm so glad to have you here.
So, I guess you did meet me as Dave, but I've been having people call me Daveed.
Daveed?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you, Daveed.
Thank you. Thank you, Theo. And actually, too, I feel like I met you by a different name, right?
Yeah, Shinhu Young.
Shinhu Young.
Yeah.
So is that your artist name or is that your actual name?
Yeah, that is it's my artist name, but it's also my Korean name.
Okay.
So
Shinhu. Okay.
Yeah, I'm adopted.
What do you prefer?
Well, for now, Theo is great because you're on Theo's Coffee Break.
That's true. Yeah, we're on Theo's time, not Shinhu's time.
another day, another stage.
Right.
All right, Daveed, tell us a little bit about yourself and what you do.
Let's see. So, yeah, I'm a Haitian American, first generation artist. And yeah, I work in primarily now in film and film and media. But I'm also a digital artist, animator, and breakdancer.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, all of the things, too many things.
Yeah, I'm going to say, well, you're not boring, that's for sure.
No. The spice of life is activity.
The spice of life. When you submitted your interest form, you did not put breakdancer in there.
Oh, I didn't? Oh, okay.
But I kind of wish you did because now I have so many questions.
Yeah.
But for the sake of, our time together, I really do want to focus on, the film and media aspect. Could you take us back to the beginning of what first sparked your interest in the film and media field?
Man, I feel like I've always been in love with video and film. When I was a kid, the first thing I ever wanted to do, well, okay, that's a lie. The first thing I wanted to do was be a stuntman. And then the second thing was to be an animator.
Oh my gosh.
And so I spent majority of my life training to be an animator, drawing. It's really, really hard. I know I make it probably look easy. Everyone thinks art is easy, but no, it's just hard.
It's not. It's actually very hard. I can't draw a stick person for my life.
And so, I spent most of my life doing that. And then I would say right before COVID, let's say this is right before COVID or after COVID. I think, what year was COVID? 2020?
Yeah. Back before Christ. I don't know. It seems like forever ago.
I know. Oh my God. But anyway, so at some point, I was doing my thing. I was working a regular job, and then I was doing art, and I was my dream was to be like a bougie art guy who did all the different mediums and made white people feel bad about themselves, but by making my art and all this other things. And I kind of got thrusted into film and media. I've always made dance videos and things because I dance and I would make videos for the school and crew that I used to roll with, and it never was like a career. It was like a fun side thing. ADHD minds, we have many little things that we kind of hyperfix on, and video is one of those things that I always loved capturing moments with friends and making little edits, and because I always felt like I wanted to keep these memories, but also I feel like I want people to see the moment as I saw it. And so I guess I've always been passionate about it, but I guess what the thing that thrusted me into it was when I was doing this thing called the Windows Project here in GR.
Okay.
And it was after the George Floyd protests, and all the buildings downtown got shattered, the windows got shattered. And so they had boarded them all up, and there was a local a nonprofit that put this program together called Windows GR, where they had asked people of color to come down, and anyone was welcome, but they mainly wanted people of color to come down and paint the boarded up windows and to express themselves. And during that process, my art kind of got a little controversial, and it got covered up.
Really?
Yeah, yeah. And so I was not the only one. There's a few things that also got covered up, but the whole thing in itself and how it went and the nonprofit and how they handled it, it threw me into like a weird mode where I'm a person of action. So I grew up fighting as well. So if I can't fight with my fists, I'm going to fight with my art. And so I decided to like kind of document the whole process. And I was getting interviewed by the news at the time, and I didn't like how they portrayed the situation itself. And I remember specifically the editor at the time. She was great. I wish I could remember her name so I could shout her out. She doesn't work there for WZM13 anymore, but I remember she specifically said, hey, like, I'm gonna try my best to like cover this. But like once it goes to my editors, it's like out of my hands. So she said like, I'm sorry if anything changes, but this is just the reality of the work that she does. And so I was like, okay. And so, I didn't really like the article itself. It kind of just said, it just kind of like portrayed me as a person who did something without any permission. And I was a part of a bigger project, and all of the art that was displayed on the streets had to be approved by the business in itself. And so I had to write like a whole mission statement and everything.
Yeah. So there is a question. What was your intent? Behind that, like you have an opportunity to share, about that experience. Like what was your intent?
My intent, well, at the time, like I was having a hard time trying to figure out what I wanted to paint, and I'm highly inspired by music and the things that I listen to, and so I decided to do like a homage of "This Is America" by Childish Gambino, or other people may know him by Donald Glover. Yeah, and so I kind of did like a cartoon version of what, like a still from like the music video. Yeah. And so, and also, so that it was, I think it was very succinct at the time. Like the music video, I felt like was very powerful. And at that point I thought, hundreds of people, millions of people already seen it. And I was like, okay, I'm just going to do my own little version of that. My intent was just to like, kind of like add to the message of what we've already been kind of yelling in the streets. And, besides like the protests, those were done by bad actors, but, the people who are in the streets and the people who care and the people who organize. And I feel like that just kind of like summed up all of the feelings and energy. So I felt like, like, okay, this is all I can think about. Like, this is the state of America. Yeah. And so, if I could just kind of pay pay homage to what Gambino already has done, and then also, push anyone towards watching the video on top of that, I think it's a beautiful video. And so, that was all of my intent. And so, the thing that kind of like stirred me up the most is because I didn't want to do the project. And so any of my friends, anyone that knows me knows, if you're around me and you say that you can't draw or you can't be creative, I would go out of my way to make sure to let you know that you can do whatever you want. Yes. And so I had a friend who wanted to do the Windows project, and she told me about it. She's like, oh, you should do it. And I was like, well, I'm mainly a digital artist. I don't do physical stuff. It's kind of intimidating for me. So it was also kind of a big vulnerable thing for me to do. Yeah. Because it's just something new for me. And so we made a like a little deal where I was like, okay, I'll help you make something, because you said you feel like you can't do it. I'm gonna teach you how to do it. We'll do it together. Yeah. And then I'll do my own thing. So we collaborated on 3 pieces. One piece for myself, one piece for her, and then we did a piece together. And so all 3 pieces of that ended up getting covered up. Mine was the first initial one. Okay. But I was promised that my friend's stuff was going to be left alone. And that's all I cared about until their things got, covered up. And that's kind of like what light the fire under me. And so I decided to make my own little documentary thing about it. And then I started working with other nonprofits and people, because people liked what I was doing and they liked what I stand for. And that's how we met.
Yeah.
I started working with the Free Peoples.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then they had their, what was it? They had like themed.
Yeah, they had like themed teach-ins.
Yeah.
And that's what they were doing, and I was a singer for them. And I do want to say something, is that this is the dark side of doing art.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, not everyone's going to like it, but that's the intent. Yeah, period. So, it's as much as we would love for our work and our art to be accepted by all, there will be times when there's going to be someone that's going to be saying cover it up. Like I have a song called Kissing Boys. It's done fairly well, but was it liked by many? Did I get hateful emails? Did I get hateful comments? Yeah. Did it ruin my day? Unfortunately. But that's the dark side of it. Now that I've had some time and some distance, I can see I did the right thing. Because that's how you put respect into it, So, so what I'd like to know is, like, was there a specific moment or project that made you realize that this is what you were meant to do? I don't want to say that the Windows project sounds like it was your turning point, but
Yeah, it was.
Oh, it was? That was your moment when you?
No, not necessarily. That wasn't
okay.
the moment. No.
Oh, okay.
It's just like a spur. Yeah. So, yeah, I guess the turning point. Yeah, it's weird because I go back and forth all the time, because now that I'm fully thrusted in this world, I also desperately want to go back to doing art in the way that I was meant to do. But, I think the thing that really was like made it a definite thing for me was I had participated in this film challenge. GR was having like their own film festival, and they had like a 24-hour film challenge.
Oh, I think I remember this.
Yeah.
Yeah, tell me more.
And you get to, create a film in 24 hours. You could do it by yourself, or you can do a team. And at that time I was working, I guess I still work for a nonprofit called GR Modify, which we're currently in the building.
Yeah. And
I had got a team of people together, different people from all different races. We got some people from Egypt, we got some people from the Ivory Coast, we got some people from Detroit. Like, we got like all these different people, and we banded together to make this film. And we just gave it our best, and we ended up winning best director.
Wow.
Because there's multiple shorts and there's multiple awards, but we got best directed short.
That's incredible.
And in that moment, it was like, as a person who, and I'm kind of getting emotional thinking about it, but like, I know as an artist, you spend a lot of time by yourself creating.
Yeah.
And you are so focused on your own craft and you're doing it, but then when you put yourself out in the world and you have to start to work with other people, you learn. It's a long process of learning how to work with others.
Yeah.
But then once you find a group of people that you can work with, that everything meshes so well, and it doesn't necessarily feel like work. And I think,
a gift.
Yeah, it is a gift. And I think that's when, in that moment where I was like, you know what, I could do this for the rest of my life. This is amazing. This is beautiful. Like, I don't care if I'm making $100,000 a month or, $20 a month. Right. Like, if I can make things with people that I care about in this collaborative, beautiful setting, because in a film, it takes so many pieces. It takes, you got music people, you got the video people, you got the people who make the posters, and you got the people who do set decoration. It felt like a gigantic creative camp, and that feeling that I got on the 24-hour set, I've gotten multiple times over and over again, working on commercials, short films, documentaries. And it even feels better on top of that when you're, you know, doing something for the community or telling someone's story. So you're building a bond with the community around you, your the people that you're working with, but you're also trying to do something for, you know, the better good, whether it's helping promote someone's new business or telling someone's truth, and, you know, or, you know, even simply documenting someone's family history for their children to see for generations. All those different things, like, it kind of like, it just was forever rewarding for me.
That's so beautiful. I love that. I love how you said that, because truly that's what that's what it's all about. I think that in anything that you do, doesn't matter whether it's entertainment industry or banking industry or whatever, collaboration, learning how to work with people is truly a skill. And it is magical when it's people who have the same kind of respect for what you're doing as you do, and passion. So throughout that time, how would you say that your creative vision has evolved throughout the years since you started to where you are now?
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely evolved a lot. I mean, you know, going through all the different types of mediums, and also like my creative reasons. I think like earlier my creative career was very insular. Like, I just drew the things that I liked, you know. But now it's more like the message. What's the meaning behind this? And so it's whether it's a feeling that I want to portray, because I feel like, you know, our voices are very important. So when we decide to make something, you know, at first it's like, okay, it's a thing to be seen, but then it's something more powerful when you start to connect with other people and you see how your art affects other people. And so, like, I think the biggest thing that my creativity has changed is like how I want someone to feel.
Yeah.
And so, like, that's the biggest thing in everything that I make is like, okay, how does this make people feel? And, you know, whether I want you to make us feel sad or happy or inspired, and like having that to be an effective tool is where I guess like where our creativity lies now is the feeling.
I love that. Yeah, definitely the intention, definitely the focus, and knowing, you know, why you're doing it. Definitely helps in driving home the feeling aspect of what you're doing. So, Mad Ethnic and leadership. Let's talk about your film company, and you're the owner of that?
Yeah.
And then, so what inspired the name Mad Ethnic, and what does it represent to you?
So, actually, so Mad Ethnic was inspired the same day those murals got covered up. So
okay,
yeah,
it's all coming together.
So for the 3 murals, to kind of paint a visual picture, you have on the left side, this was for our Michigan Grand Rapids folks, if you know been in Rosa Parks Circle, there's a kind of like a froyo and a Thai place. It's on a strip in front of Rosa Parks Circle, and so.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, I got you now.
Yeah,
yep.
And so that's where our paintings were, and so on the left, I had my Childish Gambino, "This Is America" rendition. In the middle, we'll start with so on the left side, that was my rendition. On the right side, my friend, her family is from, damn, I'm going to say this wrong. Her family's from a part of Africa, so
okay,
I don't want to say the wrong one.
Yep.
And so she wanted to write these quotes and from one of her favorite writers who's from the same place. And then she wanted to write these quotes out and then they're like very peaceful, loving quotes. And then she wanted to do this like African print. And so I helped her design that and figure out how to do it. And then in the middle, what we collaborated on, what we made together, is we made it was like the door that was like lets you into the building, because there was like 2 windows and actual door, but the door was glass, so that also got broken. So they just had a wooden door there, and so we painted the words "Mad Ethnic" on there.
Oh,
So it's Mad but it was so it was a part of a lyric, a Rihanna song. So Rihanna and Pharrell made a song called Lemonade, and in the beginning of the songs they said, "We're mad ethnic right now."
Oh my gosh!
So
yeah,
then we wrote "Mad Ethnic" on the door, and so actually I made those into bookmarks too, which is kind of cool. I gotta make more of those. People keep asking me about those, but so
I'm gonna ask you about that. I've been reading. I need a bookmark.
Yeah, I got you. I'll make some more of those, and I'll get those to you. So so after everything got covered up, I had made all 3 pieces of art into to stickers. Well, 2 stickers and then 1 bookmark. Sorry, giving those out to people for free so the art could live.
Yeah.
And and in that process, Mad Ethnic like became the name of my film company. And it was created to basically tell people's stories, but also I wanted it to be a thing where, like, people of color stories, but I also wanted to be like a thing where like people can come to me and I can help like advertise their stories, their lives, or their products in a very unapologetic way that's rooted in themselves and their culture, and never feel like they have to. Because I feel like a lot of times because I've worked in a professional graphic design world, and so when you're making something, they're often, if you're trying to make something, like they'll try to tell you like you have to make it this way because it's quote unquote professional, or you can't make your logo this way because it's too loud or it's too complicated, or if you're going to film it in this way, you got to film it this because it's more clean and traditional. And in some ways that is true. In other ways, it's like whitewashing the culture out of something and making it less unique and making it more conformed to whatever is quote unquote popular, aka white.
Okay. Yeah. So like, how would you describe your mission then? I feel like that we've gotten a pretty good idea of what Mad Ethnic is, but if you were to give me like an elevator pitch right now, pitch me Mad Ethnic. Yeah.
So I actually wrote this a long time ago. I don't know if I can quite remember it. I'm going to kind of do it hyperbole, but essentially, Mad Ethnic is a it's a loud and unapologetic media company that centers around authentic stories and culture.
Love it. Love it. And my gosh, I have another question I need to ask, but also before I jump into this other question, how can we see your work? Like, where do we go to see Mad Ethnic?
Yeah. So actually, so I used to have a website, but I was actually just reworking on that today.
Oh, nice.
But so I have a YouTube channel and I also have Instagram. Instagram is like the thing that I'm most active on, and I have more stuff on there. But Mad Ethnic Film on Instagram and also on YouTube.
Okay. Mad Ethnic Film.
Yeah.
By Daveed. So I'm going to jump into this other question, is that what's been the most rewarding and the most challenging part of running your own media company?
Yeah. Oh man. Tons of challenges. Learning so many new things. I would say, so let's start with the most challenging. As being a person who is self-taught almost everything that I know, like learning to trust and work with other people And
Yep.
I can't. I've burnt myself out multiple times in my career, and it's a hard lesson that I needed to learn was you can't do everything, and filming takes a lot. There's so many positions and things that need to be getting done, and for smaller passion projects, yeah, you can probably do that. That's fine. But when it comes to like working with big clients and working with other people and getting work done efficiently, it was my biggest challenge was like learning just to find the right people. No, not finding the right people, but like really trusting people to do their part and be able to help me.
Yeah.
I think that was like the hardest thing for me. And then the second part of the question was,
the second part was going to be, well, before we get into that one, is that I'm so glad we're talking today because that's exactly how I've been feeling lately.
mm-hmm.
Is trying to, and when you said like it's not finding the right people, it's trusting people enough to do their part. Man, that is such a tough thing for me.
Yeah.
And I think it's coming from a place of being let down.
Yeah.
And then, you're burnt out.
Mm-hmm.
And because as a creative, like once you're in a flow, you don't want to stop it
Yep.
because then you might lose the spark. But
Mm-hmm.
then all of a sudden, like you're on the floor and you're
Yep.
like, the spark is here, but I don't have the energy.
Exactly.
So, like, I am so glad that we're having this conversation because I feel really seen right now.
Yeah.
But the other part of the question was like, what's been the most rewarding part?
Most rewarding
You
part.
touched on the challenging. What about the rewarding part?
Rewarding part. Yeah, so the most rewarding part, I feel like is most rewarding part for me is fanning the flames, fanning the spark and flame of creativity and of others, and seeing like helping people like visualize and construct their dreams in real time.
Yeah.
And that's why I get so pumped up. I get so excited, and I hyper focus once anybody tells me that they want to do something, because as a self-taught person, like I just want people to succeed, and I want people to, if you have an idea and it comes up, I want people to just keep nurturing it, keep feeding it, keep watering it. And that's why I was excited when you wanted to do this podcast.
Yeah.
As well, because I love new ideas, I love new energy, I love new excitement for things, and so that's the most important thing. Because with my media company, like, I mean, like my work expanded, like in the sense of like just doing smaller things, but working for nonprofits, teaching people exactly what I'm doing, mentoring other people into other positions and things like that. So that's the most rewarding thing for me. It's just really helping people and like letting people just seeing that part of someone being unlocked.
Yeah.
Because I just know it's there,
And it's so beautiful.
It is beautiful.
It's so beautiful. And, just to piggyback off of that, when I'm doing music and encouraging other people to do music and then seeing them perform, seeing them showcase, and it's just so surreal because I know exactly how it feels to like feel like that you're stepping into your dream, that it wasn't as far away as you thought it was.
Yeah.
That you were always capable. You just needed probably the nudge or a friend
Right.
to be like, you got this.
A little encouragement.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nurturing it. This is such a wonderful conversation. And I just have a few more questions here. So we've touched quite a bit on the community and collaboration, how important that is for you. I want to talk a little bit about what does it mean to you to be the lead creator and creative director here at GRMI-Fi?
Oh man, it means a lot. Also stirs up a lot of emotions. Yeah, it's weird because I've jumped around a few different titles, and I've been here since its inception. But can you say that question for me one more time?
Yeah. What does it mean to you to be the lead creator and creative director here at the Grand Rapids Media Initiative?
Yeah. So I will say this. So I was I was the creative director for Jeremiah 5, and I stepped down from that and now really just act still as lead creator.
Okay.
The jobs themselves still are very intertwined or kind of very much the same, but they still mean differently for me. But yeah, it just means the world to me. I think like because when I first got here, there's so many different rooms, and all these different rooms, there's so much possibility.
I
And
love that. Yeah.
space is everything. Like creative space is everything. And so growing up, I just wish I had that for myself, and I just had my little room, you know?
Yeah.
And as, you know, our economy and how things are now and how hard it is to find a safe place that's for you to come work, think, relax, anything above, outside of your home. A lot of our home spaces are multi-purpose spaces, right? So like we don't have the luxury of having our own extra room to do some creative things or a little quiet workaway place. And so when I first got here, I just wanted to share that with everybody, and that's a part of their mission as well. And so it just means the world to me to be able to be a part of a place that nourishes people's dreams and creativity, while also, you know, documenting history at the same time. It literally just means the world. Like I've tried to, cause like I have my own dreams and ambitions and things, and I've tried to walk away, but I can't. Like, cause it's just,
I can relate.
it's just a part.
Yeah.
It's just that important. So in the same way, I think like, okay, if I always have this thing like, okay, if who's going to do it?
Right.
It's
going to be you.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
going to be me, because there's a reason why, and this is such an important thing for my podcast and the people who are listening. What was planted inside of you for your dream or your passion, that was meant for you. And I really want to encourage anyone who's listening, it's not too late. It's never too late. Get out there, introduce yourself. You know, if it's cooking, go take a couple of cooking classes and go meet people there. If it's music, you know, look up local open mics, whatever.
I agree.
Like, as much as you can do stuff online, there's something so powerful for being there in person and showing up and being around people who enjoy what they're doing.
Yeah.
Just as much as you are. So,
can I add something to that?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, no, I wholeheartedly agree. And it's one of those things where like, I feel like because the internet, there's so much negativity on the internet.
Too much.
Right.
Too much.
And so it's like, it's easy to think that, you know, if you go out there, people aren't nice. But like in the real world, when you're in front of people and you're trying, like all of us are in the same boat. And when you are amongst other people who really are doing what you're doing, they're gonna pour into you because they were you. Yeah. You know, they were starting at some point, and I think that the first time I ever felt that, because I skateboarded for a long time, was the skateboarding community was like one of the most supportive communities I've ever been into, because you know they just want you to win. They want you to land that trick. They want you to keep trying. No matter how many times you fall, they'll pick you up and tell you to go again. Yeah. You know?
Yeah, and people aren't as judgmental as you may think they are. Like, I mean, to some degree, you know, we assess each other.
Yeah, we do.
But I think our biggest critics are ourselves. Yeah. And quite often, I find that people burn the bridge before they even cross it.
So true.
And it's like, why? You haven't even you haven't done it yet. You haven't even started. You don't have anything to like grade as a fail yet.
Yeah. It's the fear.
It's the fear. Y'all get over it.
Embrace the failure.
Yeah, embrace it because there's such a beautiful experience that is in that failure. So Daveed, how do you balance your personal creative voice with the responsibility of lifting others up through these platforms and in our community?
Wow, that's a great question. I keep kicking things. I'm sorry.
It's popping in here. These hard hitting questions.
Yeah. So how do I balance? Say it one more time for me.
Sure. Yeah. How do you balance your personal creative voice with the responsibility of lifting others up through these platforms and in our community?
Okay. Wow, that's a really great question. Yeah, that's something that I'm super intentional about all the time. Yeah. So I work on a lot of group projects and a lot of different things, and I think a lot of the times we all think we know what's best, and so you can get into dangerous territory when you know what's best. You can you can overtake things, and so with working with so many different types of organizations, people, and communities, like I have like a certain technical expertise and things like that. And so, the one thing that I always try to remind myself while I'm working with someone or while I'm creating something with someone else, is, I try to put the person first. So, for example, for this podcast, I know you wanted to do this thing. And so I try to like listen first, listen to everything that you want, all your ideas. And then once I kind of get a picture of what you want, and then, I try to communicate if something needs to change or something needs to, if we need to rethink something, I try to find a good way to explain why I feel like something needs to be a certain way.
Yeah, guidance.
Yeah. And it's like it's just always 100. Like there's always lots of self-reflection, and I have to ask myself, okay, is this for me or this is for them? Right?
Yeah.
That happens to me all the time, and so I think like, especially when I have my name attached to something, I take a lot of responsibility. I take a lot of weight in that, and so I guess that's the way. It's just constant reflection, listening to what the other person's needs are.
Yeah,
and also too, even when I'm not happy with what's happening necessarily, I have to also take a step back and be like, okay, they're happy, I'm happy.
Yeah.
And I think like that's something that I learned. That was actually like also like I think we talked a little bit about acting earlier.
Yeah.
But that was something that I don't like looking at myself in that way. So like I had to really rely on my directors and the people in the crew to be like, hey, you guys are happy, I'm happy. Like I can't
exactly.
I can't be objective here.
Exactly. And it goes back to that trusting aspect. And and something that came across my mind was that I often have to ask myself, is this an irrational feeling or is it a rational feeling surrounding a circumstance or something that's been presented to me in some kind of way? Because like the first immediate reaction I think that many of us have when something new is being proposed to us is a knee-jerk reaction of like, no.
Yeah.
And then it's kind of like, okay, hold on. Let's actually unpack that for a minute, because you could be blocking an opportunity. You could be blocking something that should be happening, even though it's very uncomfortable to witness or be a part of, and just gotta let it unfold the way that it's supposed to. And to which is the last little bit thought of that was, when we're in nature, or at least for me, when I'm in nature, I'm looking around and I'm just seeing how everything is just in harmony and in balance. And well, if we really think about it, there's actually a lot happening there. A lot of death, rebirth, a lot of struggle and adversity, but yet there's so much beauty there.
Yeah.
And you don't really see a lot of fighting. I mean, nature will be nature, you know, animals will be animals, but you know, that just makes me think more about where we are at as humanity. If they can figure it out, how have we not yet?
Yeah.
You know, how have we not figured out how to get along?
I love how you like connected it back to nature, because I think like, and I think that's when kind of connecting it to like working with a team. You know, it's like you know, I feel like every young person, until you get into your, you know, later 20s to 30s, it takes a long time to figure out what you're naturally good at. And it's not necessarily like that you can't do other things, but there's things that you're naturally good at that when you're working in a team, you know, and if I think of like connecting it back to nature, like, okay, say if your team is this environment, it is this ecosystem, right? If you're working within a team, you're in an ecosystem, and if you allow everyone to do what they're naturally good at, everything starts to ebbs and flows a lot better. And then, like you said, that's where you find the peace. Yeah. Right? The balance. And, you know, and it's like, you only find these in small pocket areas in humanity, right? But we always have this other where we're combating nature. Yeah. Right? And it's like, I think that's where it's the judgment. It's the judging each other part. But we see that a lot on social media. And again, please go do in-person things. Like, it's so important. We're allowed to now. We're not in COVID anymore. So like, if you want to learn more about drawing and stuff, you don't necessarily have to go to class. Go take a drawing class or, you know, something. I don't know. Like, there's just so many opportunities to really get out there and meet other people. And this may be hard to believe. I am very anxious, and going out is not my favorite thing to do. I'm very much of a homebody, but I do it because on the other side of challenge is growth. Yeah. And the beautiful thing about growth is discovering that you are more capable than you really think that you are. You are so capable. Please remember that. The duality of an artist. Yes. Born an introvert, forced to be extrovert. Yes, forced extrovert. So let's talk about The Rink, and tell us what inspired the short film and anything else that we'd like to know about that. Yeah. So I'll do my best to explain my friend Kenny's vision. So my friend Kenny Acker, he's a wonderful DP, emerging writer and director. He's actually one of the very first people that I started to trust when it came to putting a camera in their hands. And so if I need to shoot anything, if I give Kenny an assignment, I know he is going to knock it out of the park. Like, there's no one that I thought would be better than me, and he's better than me in every way in that area. Yeah. And so Kenny, Kenny's he's a sweetheart. He's just like, what do you call when someone's just so they're like almost innocent? What's the word I'm looking for? Teddy bear? He's a teddy bear for sure. But there's like a word where they call someone where they're like, he's so wholesome. He's just a wholesome. Oh, I love that. He's so wholesome, you know, and he's a lover boy, and he loves like romantic comedies. He can't watch scary movies and gore. Like, he just loves cute things. I can relate. Yeah, I can relate. I have pillow pets. Yeah, in my do? Oh, you do? Yes, I do. We call them squishmallows. Yeah, squishmallows. Yeah, squishmallows. I need my potato in order I can sleep. Yeah, my sister has tons of those. I love those. They're so cute. They're so cute. But yeah, like, Kenny is a human squishmallow. Oh, and he had this idea to make a romantic comedy set in the 2000s. And it's about a main character by the name of Stevie and his best friend Trish. They go to a New Year's roller rink party.
Okay.
And so Stevie, the main character, runs into his childhood, basically forever crush, Frankie, and he kind of gets this chance to kind of reignite their relationship. Well, they never really relationship, but you know, he gets his chance to make his move on New Year's night.
Ooh.
And I play Stevie.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So
when is this coming out?
Ooh, so I think so we still got to do a couple more. We got to do some pickups. Pickups are like just extra shoots that you didn't get during your scheduled time. So we got to do a couple more pickups, but I'm sure he's planning to get it done by the end of summer, probably early fall.
Okay.
Yeah.
And like, how long would you say this movie is going to be?
I want to say like 20 minutes at max. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
Yeah, I'm really excited.
I am excited for you. I can't wait to watch this. How do you see the intersection between digital art and traditional filmmaking?
The digital art. Oh man, it is colliding as we speak. I mean, you've always had. Damn,
You're so excited for this.
I know, right? I'm just my body. Sorry, people listening at home, but yeah. So I mean, we know for a long time digital art and filmmaking has been colliding, and we have special effects with all like the Marvel movies and stuff like that. And yeah, it's continuing to grow. It's really amazing, and it's actually pretty exciting to me because I feel like everything's kind of becoming full circle. And so even though the physical media part of what I'm doing is not what I used to do in a sense of drawing and animating, those worlds are combining even more, and it's giving me a chance to pick up those things that I kind of put down for a while and pick them back up. And so I'm actually working on a couple projects right now, a couple scripts that are combining, everything that I used to do with the things that I do now.
Oh my gosh.
And, cause I'm highly inspired by, like the new style of animations, like that you have in like Spider-Verse,
okay.
and stuff like that. And so it's kind of like blending the mediums, and, so I don't know if do you play video games? Have you played video games before?
A little bit. I got really traumatized by a game called Spiritfarer.
No, I don't think I've heard that.
You ever heard of that
It's
one?
a scary game?
It's not. It's not to take away from the interview, but really quick, Spiritfarer. So essentially you're playing this character who is helping spirits of her past move on to the light. And there's a particular friend that you help. Her name is Alice.
Oh, no.
And Alice has dementia. And it reminded me a lot of my grandma. Like, I did in-home care for a long time for my uncle and my grandparents.
Yeah.
And, man, I'm going to get emotional. But anyways, feel free to check out the game. It's very healing, but I didn't know what I was jumping into. I just saw it on TikTok, and it kept on showing up on TikTok. So I was like, okay, I got to check this game out.
Yeah.
It was like $20. And I played it. I didn't even sleep. I thought that I was asleep, but I was still playing the game because of how
immersed you were.
It draws you in.
Yeah.
And then you look up other people that play this game, and the same thing happened to them. So just be aware that if you want to like get some self-healing done, that you're going to discover things about yourself that you didn't realize were even there, or that you repressed.
See, okay, I'm glad that you brought this up, and I'm glad you shared this game, because I'm going to look it up later.
Yeah, the art in it is crazy, and the music is beautiful.
So that's the thing. I feel like the intersection between film and media and video games, it's going to continue to converge and evolve. And like video games is already like I think it's the ultimate medium
Yes.
And once we start adding VR and being able to interject ourselves into the game,
I can't wait.
There's so much. I know, right? There's so much that is available. I mean, there's so much that's gonna be there that we can do to like have fun or also heal, right? And I love the fact that you had no idea what you got into, and that's how like I see the intersection of those things happening, because there's so many things that have changed my life. Like books have changed my life, video games have changed my life, songs have changed my life, and so when you are able to like literally put yourself in a game, or put yourself into a world, and experience so many things, and I think this is what's going to continue to change the world in a way. Like, and there's tons of TV shows and books that kind of talk about these things, but like learning to what it is to live in the body of someone else's, of a different identity, of a different lifestyle, and that's going to continue to just make the world a better place, is when we were able to put ourselves into other people's shoes, literally.
Well, and to that point, so it made me think of two things. One, Yu-Gi-Oh. I am like, with how far technology has come, how are we not able to duel it out, like, and play down a card? You know what I mean? Like, like, and the other thing is Pokemon. Like, okay, Pokemon Go, I play that every day. I'm a diehard Pokemon fan, but I want my own Pokemon, and my dog Django does not cut it. Like, she is too lazy. If I tell her to go bite, she's gonna look at me and be like, "No, you do it." Like, like me.
Excuse me.
Like, no, I love that. I love that, and I'll send you a playlist about the Spirit Fair. The music is just, it's out of this world. So, are there any new forms of media or storytelling that you're excited about to explore in the near future? And if so, would it be something that you would be willing to share?
Well, I mean, so yeah, I guess like the biggest thing for me is, I mean, I've kind of mentioned it before, but like I want to converge like all of the things that I've learned over the years. I want to really take filmmaking and take art and animation and really smash those things together. And they already kind of do that with video games, but with video games, like the way that a lot of video games capture bodies, right? It was a very expensive process to do. See people wear those big mocap, big suits with the big tennis balls on them and stuff like that. And so the technology has changed immensely, and so you can like buy your own mocap suit, and it doesn't look crazy. It doesn't have all these tennis balls around it. It's like form fitting to your body, and it has just a few things on it, and it can capture your full body. And that's something that I want to do for one of my next films that I'm writing. Is I want to do the art, and then I also want to capture the actors' performances with the suits. And then even also too, like they have advanced face tracking. You can literally just hook your phone up to a helmet, and it can really, really capture how deep, like all the little movements and wrinkles in your face. And all of this is a lot more affordable and has a lot more access. And so that's really the part that I'm really excited about, is the accessibility into people making high quality, animated 3D films. And so
didn't Lil Nas do like a lot of that? I feel like he did that for not just his own music videos, but he was like the ambassador for Coach.
Oh, he was?
Yeah. Okay. Him, and then Louis Vuitton.
Yes, I do remember that. Yeah.
But like, I just thought that was crazy. Oh, Coachtopia. That was like the whole thing.
Coachtopia. Oh, then they made the virtual.
The virtual.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he was like in the behind the scenes. I don't know why I saw this, but he was wearing that outfit you're talking about and just doing a lot of work with that. I thought that was so crazy.
Yeah. And so that's what I'm really excited about. And like, I don't know if I will do this necessarily myself, but like there's they have suits now that could like that have like feedback, like you can feel things,
Wow.
right? And then there are even things where like you can smell, so you can create a whole experience for people, you know.
I wonder why I'm disassociating from like reality because like wow, like this is it's like I just feel like we're talking about like another parallel universe, but no, this is actually our reality. We're living.
Yeah,
This is so crazy.
yeah. It's getting really insane. Yeah.
So like, what advice would you have for anyone that's like an emerging creative to help navigate this digital age?
Yeah. I mean, so like I feel like as a person who grew up with technology and loves it, and I'm a huge kind of big nerd about everything, but like balance is key. Like technology is like fire. You can either cook a very good meal or you can burn your house down.
Yeah.
So like try to create some healthy relationship with technology. Like we can't get rid of it. We can't ignore it. It's going to forever be a part of our lives. But like, as Theo said, like being with people, like having real life experiences with people, there's nothing like it. That's the thing that's going to help you blossom as a creator the most. I feel like, you get like, besides getting, you know, inspiration from Pinterest and Instagram but you need to be in the real world. You need to develop relationships with people, create stories and moments, because those are the things that you're going to pour into your art. And so, those are like, so if I were to kind of like give you the bullet points of my advice, it would be build a healthy relationship with technology. Like have a lot of real world experiences.
Yeah.
Embrace failure and fear, because
Yes.
at the end of that, like as Theo said, there's always going to be something at the end of that. There's something to learn, something to gain, a new skill. And then lastly, so my favorite word is sincere. Always be sincere with your work.
That's my favorite word. I love sincere because like I feel like, oh my gosh, sorry, but you just like totally sparked something. Is that I was just saying this the other day. Our world lacks sincerity. Like, when was the last time someone said thank you to you, and it didn't feel like it was an obligation?
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, when was the last time you actually felt gratitude in a present moment, but not like just to check it off a list? You know?
Yeah.
But sincere.
I agree. Yeah. So sincere is my favorite word. So like at every moment of your life and every interaction, try to be as sincere as possible. You know, and so, you know, sincere doesn't necessarily also have to be neat and be nice. So,
Yeah.
you know, if you're not feeling great, like if you're not feeling something, like communicate those things to people.
Yeah. With sincerity.
With sincerity.
I sincerely love this conversation.
I sincerely love it too.
We're in the tail end of this amazing conversation with Daveed. So I'm going to combine these two questions together because I'm going to add one tail end one. But what does creative success look like to you right now? And how can people support the Rink, Mad Ethnic, or anything that you're doing to get involved in the work that you're doing in a way that you feel supported?
Okay. So as I pull up my phone, so let's see. How do people...
Yeah. So what does creative success look like to you right now? And how can people support you in what you're doing?
Okay. So what creative success? Creative success for me right now looks like working with people who want you specifically for what you bring to the table, whether it's your skills, your creativity, and they are willing to pay or even make room for what you want to create. And so, you know, I don't necessarily make tons of money right now, but I'm the happiest I've ever been.
And that's so important.
And that's so important because I'm choosing to pick with people. I'm choosing to work with people who want to invest into me, and also really believe in what I'm doing. And I'm really proud of a lot of the work that I'm doing. And so that's what it looks like to me.
And it takes courage. To be honest, it takes a lot of courage to really step into your power and your purpose. And success doesn't have to look like materialism. I think that if we really take a good hard look at people who have quote unquote everything, they're very unhappy.
Yeah.
So you only have one life to live, right?
Exactly.
So I applaud you for that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. So that's what it looks like to me, working with people that you love working with and people that trust you. And then how people can support me. Just I guess follow me on Instagram at Mad Ethnic Film. I also have like another account, which is like my art account, which is like Slick LGP. Everything there. Whether you want to support my art or my filmmaking, you can go do that. Message me if you like. If you want to start your own creative journey and you want some help, message me on there. We can come get you down at GRMiFi and get you started. That's pretty much it. And you'll get to, I'll update everybody, everything. I update everybody usually through those channels. So you'll learn about the rink and everything else that I'm doing.
Sweet. Yeah, I'll have to follow Mad Ethnic if I'm not already, because I definitely would love to see that. So you have given us a lot of words of wisdom. Is there any final words of wisdom you'd like to leave with our listeners, especially those chasing their own creative dreams? And also, at what point did you realize that being a stuntman was not your purpose?
So, let's see. So I guess, the last thing I'm just going to reiterate over and over and over again is just that, like, take a chance. Like, it's a step-by-step process. As long as you're making baby steps, you're making progress. So follow your dreams, one little baby step at a time. And as the stuntman question, I have not count that out yet.
Okay.
I might be a stuntman next year.
You know, I'm here for it. I truly feel like that. I'd love to see you doing something totally crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Oh my gosh. What an amazing conversation. Daveed, I'm so glad to have you here with me on Theo's Coffee Break podcast. Thank you so much for listening. And again, I want to encourage anyone who is listening to please feel free to join the conversation and share your thoughts by sending an email to theoscoffeebreakpodcast@gmail.com. And if you really like being a part of our coffee break sessions, please subscribe and follow and turn those notifications on so you don't miss out on the next episode. Also, friend, seriously, don't forget to send me an email to theoscoffeebreakpodcast@gmail.com, because I really can't wait to hear from you, and I just might share your thought on the next episode. So have a great day, and don't forget that you will always have a place at my coffee table.